from the battle scene. You all go your merry ways. So you have a couple of days to do with what you will. What would people like to do in the couple of days that you have? Dak.
Oh, I don't know. Come back to me. I need to have a think. I'm not sure.
Okay, Womble.
Who took the bag of money? I can't remember.
Who do you think?
Stavius?
Person who's currently the richest.
I did split up the reward chests amongst everyone, so everyone's got 1,000 gold pieces.
Hey.
Was it 1,000? I read that as it was 1,000 gold pieces for the whole party.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What? So 1,000 gold pieces each?
Yeah,
Spread
everyone gets them. There was 5,000 gold pieces in the chest, and there's 5 of us in the party, so everyone gets 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 each.
Fuck. Okay, I misunderstood that. I'm rich. Right.
I mean, you do look kind of homeless, and I felt bad for you, so...
That's amazing. Does anyone want to follow me around the town? Hello? Anyone?
I will shepherd you around because
Excellent.
I've got some looking around I want to do as well.
Perfect. First bottle of call. I need to find a shop that sells fucking sticks.
Sticks.
A forest?
Sticks.
That's what I
No,
said.
I can't have a free stick. I need a specially enchanted stick.
Right.
An enchanted stick.
Yes, one that goes zappity zappity doodah.
I'm normally called a wand.
Yeah, no. You can't
No?
use that terminology near me.
Okay, well, you're in a city you don't know.
Yep.
The other guys have been there for a while, so they may have some idea.
Mm-hmm. So I am looking for an arcane focus, kind of our game.
Okay.
So, could anybody, Stabius, because you are the class member here, could you do a roll for me, please? And this is going to be a intelligence roll.
Intelligence. 11.
Sticks. Well, you know of one shop that sells sticks, and it is a fencer who makes fences and various other garden implements and things. That's all you know. You don't know anything about these wands, and you have no idea what they are.
Start waving around a fence post. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for, like, magic stuff, why don't you just go and ask, oh, I don't know. Why don't you go to Sean's shop? He might have some.
Is he a sheep?
No, Sean,
I was waiting for that.
Sean Gilmore of Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
That sounds like an absolutely ridiculous name.
Yeah, but they got some cool stuff there.
Have they got cool stuff?
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look.
It's expensive, but it's cool.
Well, we'll steal it. It's fine.
So, what you do? It is in the day. You are it's the day after the raids down in the port area. So you're wandering back to Gilmore's, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, the shop is open. The shop is always open. You see the surprisingly small fronted shop with purple drapes outside. There's a light drizzle in the air, but the rain seems to part and not actually land on the shop itself. There are flaming torches outside that just seem to sort of defy the elements. There is a front door. There is a young beau standing there, looking slightly effeminate by the door. Hello, are you coming into Gilmore's Glorious Goods?
Fuck yeah!
Yes.
Ooh, okay. And he opens a door for you. Play enter.
Thank you.
And you enter this space, which you've all been in before. Jordan, are you there with them as well?
I would have tagged along, yes.
Yeah. And Bazir, are you with them as well?
Yeah, why not?
So you're all there.
Sure.
Okay. The goat is gone, by the way, because you haven't gone back to rescue it. You just left it, and it's probably now in a curry somewhere.
I left it in the tree.
Well, you go into Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Womble, can you please make a charisma save, please?
Oh fuck. How do I do it? That one. That does some numbers. Does some stuff.
It's the dice.
Yep.
D20.
A charisma saving throw, is it?
Yep.
That is 12 altogether.
12.
No, it's not. It's 13.
13. So you all walk in together. Who is at the front? Who's
Womble
leading the
is.
way?
I would be at the front. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
me
just kind of marched in the hands on the hips, balls
Push.
hanging out pretty much.
So who's saying that?
I'll be just behind him.
Okay. So Womble goes in, and as you go in, the inside, this is like in Aladdin's cave for you. You see sparkles and glistening stuff, and you see things which you know must be arcane. The inside is enormous compared to the outside of the building, and you just stand there transfixed. And Dak, you walk into the back of him. Could you make a dexterity roll for me, please?
Sure. One of it. Oh, bad. Just getting them all out now. That's what that is.
Okay, so you stumble over Womble. Womble, could you make a acrobatics check for me, please?
There we go. My mic's back. Yes, I can. I am a skinny, dexterous old man. Playing to my thing. Saving throw. That is 14 altogether.
14. Okay, so
What crap.
Dak falls into the back of you unexpectedly. You manage to stumble out of the way. Who is behind that? Jordan, you are behind Bazir. Could you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Yeah.
We played dominoes.
We are playing dominoes.
When it rolls. There we go. 12.
Okay, so you stop the dominoes. You stop, and everybody's behind you. And the man at the door goes, "Oh my goodness gracious me! What's happened here? That person there has fallen on the floor. Can I help you up, sir?"
Ow. Yes, please.
And he helps you up, and then he sort of brushes himself down. And he gets a rather perfumed handkerchief out and sort of cleans himself up afterwards. So there you go, sir.
Very
So
good. Thank you.
Inside the building, you see the aisles, you see the cabinets ensorcelled with items inside. Behind the desk, you see a half-elf with brown hair pulled back in a bun, wearing rather enlarged glasses with a chain running down the back of her neck, and actually wearing slightly more a fashionable clothes now. A dress high up at the neck, almost like with a ruff, but in her customary brown, but wearing a purple sash. Oh, hello! Oh, welcome back. I've had a few days off with my mother, who's not been well. I think Sean has been looking after, so Gilmore's been looking after his babies for me whilst I've been away. What can I do you for? And she looks around and says, where's your pet? Oh, your pet's not there.
Oh, no.
Never had a pet.
Yeah, Grav didn't make it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But
My commiserations.
He went
That
out
is the world.
blending goblins exactly the way he would have wanted it.
Well, this is the life of an adventurer. High rewards, but high risks. But the money is good. Hey, welcome. What can I do for you?
This is our friend, old man. He needs. He could do with an item for help with his spellcasting.
Oh, what's oh, come here.
All right, love.
Ooh,
Hello.
oh, hello.
Hello.
I'm Sherry. What's the sort of thing you after?
Well, as you might see, I'm also a magic-y type of person as well, just like you, good miss. And I'll do a press to digitate. and I'll make my hair a little bit tidier. You know, make myself look a little bit more charming. Smell nice.
Very good. I can do something like that as well. And she opens her hand, and a butterfly appears and flutters towards you, and sits on the end of your nose, before disappearing into a puff of sparkles.
Oh, I like this. Madam.
I can
Sherry.
play this game all day, but would you like something?
Yes, I would. I need help.
Yes, you do.
Sorry. Can I need some sort of magical assistance, essentially, kind of like magical Viagra.
You have come to the right place. Gilmore's glorious goods. We have lots of things here, and she goes, and we can give you anything that you can want as long as you have the coin for it. And she pats a very reinforced, stapled down bell on the desktop.
It's a very nice bell you've got there. I don't know why you put so much emphasis into it, but you know.
That's a long story.
Yeah. Do you not think she's a bit weird, guys? Or is that just me?
Oh no, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. It's clearly some inside joke. Anyway, Sherry, what I really need, stop being coy. I need some sort of arcane focus. I got really fucked over and lost my one. And now I feel a bit kind of like not whole anymore.
Oh. So, arcane focus. Well, we have things like that, and let's have a look. And she, what sort of thing would you like? Would you like a ring on your finger, or would you like a
thick shaft,
or would you like a brooch, a necklace, a walking stick? You look like you may.
I would like a big thick shaft, please.
A big shaft of
yes,
what?
a big of wood. Thank you.
A big shaft of wood.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, let's have a look and see what we've got there. Big shaft of wood. And she goes to one of the cabinets and turns her back to you, and you can hear her muttering. You can see she's muttering something, but none of you can hear what she's saying. And the cabinet opens and opens up. There's a glass cabinet inside. You see a number of fine-looking wooden wands, some with gold wrapped round them, some with a star on the end, some just playing with bits of ivy on them. One is made out of, one looks like it may have a unicorn feather in it. Sorry, a phoenix feather in it. One's got hair of a unicorn in. Which one is calling to you?
Probably the most disgusting one they have in there. The one that's a bit rotten, a bit smelly. It's a bit damp, you know.
If that's the sort of thing you're after, let's have a look. And she gets another box out, which is underneath this, and blows the dust off and opens it up. There's no even lock on it. We call this the Weasley. Okay, and
that suits me perfectly.
Inside there is a wand which is about 8 inches long, and at the end, and then there's a crack in it, and the end angles down by about 30 degrees. Okay, so this is called the Weasley. It is not the most salubrious thing we have here. But if this is the sort of thing you want, we can come to an arrangement with this. It was once owned by a very extravagant adventuring type person.
Oh, I could tell by his good bend in the shaft. I'm sure people like that type of bend.
By the way,
how much would you like for it?
By the way, on your when we get your character things up, could you put the circles at the top? Could you just put in the first number would be your passive perception, and the next one would be your passive insight, or sorry, passive investigation. I beg your pardon. When you haven't got them at the moment, but when they're up.
Okay.
Okay. Who's got a anybody got a passive insight of more than 14?
Yes, I do.
You do. Well, Fabia, you realise that she is spinning a yarn here to sell this wand to a customer.
Cool.
Okay. So, Mr. Old Man, is that your name?
It can be. You can call me whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Okay. And you can hear in the background that there's a chuckle from behind the curtain behind the desk. These adventures, they're so wacky. And some strange sort of incense smells come from behind the curtain. Okay, well, I can sell you this arcane focus of sorts. It will only set you.
Wait. Arcane focus of sorts? It is or it isn't?
Well, hold it up.
I will take it off her if she lets me.
Yep.
Hold it up. Does it fulfill the purpose I need it for?
Well, I'm going to say to you that you've not used this before, so you would have to spend a little bit of time, almost like a tuning to it.
I thought as much. Okay.
But it can possibly do it.
Can I do an Arcana check against it, please?
Oh, please do.
Hey! Dun dun dun. It's just got to be stick in it. That is 17 altogether.
17. Okay,
yeah.
It is a stick. It is a stick which probably once was a magic wand, but you feeling it, you think, well, the essence of the magic wand has gone, but you can probably use it as an arcane focus, albeit not a particularly. Certainly, it's not a wand at all, which could that could actually be used in its own right, but you can certainly channel your sorcerous energy through it.
Excellent.
If you wish
Excellent.
to.
So, Madame Cherie, if that's how I pronounce your name correctly, I will take your wooden shaft. What is the going price for such a magnificent, sturdy shaft?
Well, can you make a persuasion roll for me, please?
Of course I can. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no! Can I use this? I'm going to use the Tides of Chaos to change that.
Okay.
So Tides of Chaos is a sorcerer ability, which advantage I can use it.
You have to do it before.
Oh, I think I have to do it beforehand. Yep.
Okay.
No, ignore that.
Okay. Well, I'm sure this may be a little bit out of your price range, but it would be 25 gold pieces.
Fuck me. No, well out of my price range. Is there nothing you can do to let an old, wrinkly man just have a bit of peace of mind? I have to fumble around in a little bag.
Well, it depends what you're after. If you've only got 25 gold pieces, this probably isn't the right shop for you, and I would recommend...
I tell you what.
A bric-a-brac shop?
Yeah, but this is such a magnificent shaft. Can we call it 18 gold and maybe a kiss?
Suddenly 30 gold.
I pull back.
Okay, I can clearly see you're not interested in a kiss. Okay, 18 gold and an IOU. Huh?
Well, you as a sorcerer, you know you can use really anything as an arcane focus if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, I could do, but I really want this shaft.
Well, it's 25 gold pieces.
I'm sorry, love, but
well, I tell you what, I know a little bit about what your sort of sorcery skills. And she looks at Jordan and gives him a wink. Passive perception more than 13 sees it.
That's me.
Anybody else?
No.
Oh, no. You see a wink. And she takes out a sort of a white handkerchief with sort of almost like a doily type handkerchief around the outside. And she says, and what she does, she puts it to her lips and she kisses it, and you can see there's a lipstick stain on this. Okay, she waves her hands in front of it, and sort of the thing, it sort of you realise that she's actually imprinted the lipstick onto the handkerchief. Why don't you use this, and I will give this to you just for 5 pieces of gold.
What is it?
It's basically it's a white
Handkerchief with a kiss on it.
handkerchief with a kiss on it.
Could you magically seal that kiss on there so it never tarnishes?
She's just done it.
Completely. Oh, flip a 5 gold. I want it.
Okay. So so she goes, "Oh, well, let's hope this serves your purpose.
So do I.
Okay, so you realise that actually there's an art. Sorry, I've just had a brilliant idea. This could be used as an arcane focus, but only when you wave it around. But there's a but. There's a but. There's a but. Unfortunately, with this sort of thing, I think you will just need one other thing, and it will cost you another gold piece.
Go for it.
Okay, and she reaches under the counter, and she gets these 2 little anklet things that she puts on, one on each of your around your ankles with bells on. So you start dancing around and waving your handkerchief.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I unfortunately refrain from putting anything on my feet / ankles ever. If this is a must, it is a deal breaker, Sherry.
Well, she's got your money now. Well, it's up to you. It's
Okay.
Oh, well, you can put it on your thighs, or at a pinch, you could probably put it on your wrists.
I will think about that. Thank you.
Okay, so she takes them off
Mm-hmm.
and gives them to you. These like a bracelet or anklet things with lots of little sort of silver bells on.
Okay. Perfect.
So you know exactly this image I'm thinking about.
Oh,
You
yeah.
cast spells. You are now a Morris dancer.
That's why I wanted a big thick shaft for. I need someone to beat the sticks with, you know.
You know, when you first said that, I honestly thought you were going to try and get the wand in the shape of a Marit Lade.
Oh, that'd be good fun.
Now, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan, what's your charisma, please?
9.
You're a rugged sort. So,
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Jordan, you're always standing at the. You're always intrigued when you're standing at the back. You're very silent, aren't you? Is there anything we can give you from this wonderful place?
You got any healing potions? I'm a bit low on them at the moment.
You are always after healing. Well, we do have healing potions. As you know, they go for 50 gold pieces each.
You give me a deal on 2.
No, you know the deal. We can only do one a person.
I'll give you 80 for 2.
No, you can only have one each. There is still a shortage of them.
I'll have one then.
But we can do other things. I do have a few other bits and pieces here. We've got I've got a scroll that if you read this, the magic comes off the scroll and will heal you too.
Yeah, but single use. I'll just stick with a vial of healing potion. Healing potion.
A healing potion. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
50.
Sure, I cannot interest you in anything else.
I'll be alright for the moment, but I may be back later.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, Sherry. And out from behind comes Gilmore. By the way, I just want to know everybody's here. We are going to break away from the strict living Tal'Dorei thing, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Everybody happy with that?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. So Gilmore comes out the back and goes, oh, well, actually, I could do. I hear there's it's a little bit of a problem up near the Taurian forest, and you may be able to help me, and you may be able to help them, and we may be able to come to a mutual agreement if that's okay. And he's talking to you, Jordan. You are of an outdoors, so you're a man of the wilds, aren't you?
Yep.
So this may be up your street. Would you be interested in sort of doing a little errand for me?
Depends on what the pay is and what the errand is. And if you get hazard pay.
Well, what I need is I need because I'm brewing potions all the time. I'm making things here for you guys to consume, to protect you. So I'm doing it for you, really. I'm thinking of you, not myself or whatever. What I'm going to do is I need some ampules and vials of spider venom. And I've heard that actually there is a village near the Taurian forest which has been plagued by spiders recently.
How far is it?
And he goes up and he goes up to a chart on the wall. He looks up here. Well, it looks like it's probably about 3 days north of here.
And what's the pay?
Well, what if you can get me 10 vials of spider venom, I will give you 50 gold pieces per vial of this spider venom. And maybe able to push something your way which you will find very useful at a really good discount.
Really good discount.
Well, I can't say more than that. I mean, everybody's after all my goods. That's up to you. You can take it or leave it.
Well, if the others want to go for it, I'll accept. If the others want to go on a short side quest.
We seem to spend a lot of money there. I think it might not be about.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite quiet.
Who was that? Was that Davey?
That was Davey, yeah.
Davey, you're very quiet.
Okay.
Is
Oh,
that
that's
it?
better.
That's better.
Okay.
Okay. So Gum says. So we may be able to come to a mutual arrangement with this. If there's something that you wish to do, otherwise I can also offer it to somebody else. But that's up to you, really. Your choice.
I'll say to the others, 100 gold pieces each. If we can get 10 vials. Do you wish to go play with spiders?
Yeah, sure.
I don't fear spiders.
Well, you should feel as fear of spiders because they can be nasty.
It's a centipede you've got to watch out for.
Well, yes, I've met some of those too. Some centipedes I met. I met one centipede once, and it was 150 feet long, and it had 1,000 feet, and it had jaws the size of a cave and teeth the size of stalactites, and it breathed fire.
Whoa, that sounds bad, but
Was a bad
we
centipede.
killed 25 owlbears.
Also, wouldn't
Could you make a deception roll for me, please?
Oh no. That's going to be just a straight roll with nothing added on, so that is a 2.
Yes, I'm sure you did. Yes, and I'm the king of Imon. Yes, very good. Well, anyway, so there is this little little journey if you wish to go. I would suggest travelling to. There's a village, and it goes to this chart. And on this chart, sorry, I haven't put the map up for this. I'm sorry. You can see it's probably about 3 or 4 days northeast of here. There was a forest area in the foothills of a mountain chain. Okay.
Okay.
He says in here there was a small village. I believe the name. Yes. I believe it's called Tide Haven. And we had one of their. One of the farmers came recently. He basically was almost destitute, and he had to sell his last of his livestock. And I believe he had come to town with 2 chickens and 1 goat, and that was it. But he told me of these problems, and I thought maybe this could be up your street.
I think we can help.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you could. And he goes into the back, and he brings out 10 vials of glass vials, which are empty with stoppers on.
Yep.
Says 10 of these will be fantastic. I say I'll give you 500 gold pieces for 10 of these.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You can be carrying said vials.
Usually, the good Fabius is our quick-handed friend.
Yeah, vials tend to clink and make noise. Not really my thing.
Okay.
Zia, you tend to be standing out a bit through noise and all that. I'm pretty sure a little extra clinking may not be an issue.
What do you mean?
So do you say that aloud or?
Everything I said so far I said aloud, yeah.
Okay. Well, I can see your point. I'll tell you what. And he reaches under the cabinet, and his arm sort of goes a lot further into the cabinet than you think it should, and he comes out a bit like Mary Poppins. And there's this almost like a bandolier type thing that you can wear around your middle, which you can put all the ampules into, and so they're sort of leather little satchels. Think like a musketeer,
okay.
And the charges.
Like
Very nice.
Chewbacca.
Well, you'll be able to keep them safe and stop them being clanking around.
Very good.
Better for your fab, or do you want me to carry them?
No, you carry them. I'm gonna break them.
Okay,
But I do want that back when you're finished.
not a problem.
Okay. So, is there anything I can get any of your items? We've got lots of things here. We've got potions, and we've got anybody else? You always want healing potions. Anybody else want any healing potions?
I don't know if I was invited to that spider group fest thing, guys.
I think you were with us.
Well,
Assumed you would be.
well, I could help. I could do some helpful things. Have you got any like
Hello,
anti-poison?
my name's Gilmore. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I think you just lied, mate, because you were talking about a centipede, but you said it had 1,000 legs. Wouldn't it be a millipede?
I see you are a man of the world who understands these things.
I am a man who wears no trousers.
Yes, well, actually, it was a millipede, but actually, if you look at millipedes, very few millipedes have a 1,000 legs. Some will have 1,127. I counted one once, and some will have 862. But it's very difficult to call them a C sort of a CC 27.
Well, I quite like that name. That's quite technical, in-depth
maybe do. Well, welcome. You are.
I am the great, magnificent, and wonderful Womble.
Womble.
Yes.
Well, very pleasure. I'm Gilmore. Very nice.
Is this your shop then? Is that why your name's on the front?
This is my shop. This is my establishment. My humble abode. And these are the people who work for me, and these are the fruits of my labours and things I have purchased.
Fruits of your loins, huh? Nice.
Are you deaf?
A little bit, yeah.
Right.
I'm quite old. You'll have to speak up, laddie. Was that fruits of your loins?
No, it wasn't. Fruits of my labours.
Labour?
Yeah. I work very hard for this establishment to keep it up and running and to make it look as fantastically magnificent.
It does look amazing. One constructive criticism though is that things are a bit expensive.
Yes, and he looks at Sherry, and Sherry looks at him, and she just shrugs. Yes, well, the magic is expensive, and if you can't afford it, then you're probably in the wrong place.
Okay, maybe we'll work something out later on.
Yes, maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Okay, I'm gonna
can I interest anybody in anything else?
Yeah, poison vials.
Sorry?
Like anti-poison, anything like that?
Anti-venom. Well, that's quite wise, really, isn't it? Well, yes, and he says, Sherry, would you just see to these people? I've got to go power up back and do some more brewing. And he goes to the back, and you can hear this bubbling in the back, and some sort of brown fumes come from behind the curtains. And Sherry goes, yes, well, I think we have a few of these. And she goes up to a shelf, and on them there are a lot of sort of rather mauve-coloured bottles with some mauve glass with liquid in them. They're all quite small, actually. So, well, I have a couple of bottles of anti-venom here. There's probably about 50 gold pieces each. And I could we've got enough of them. I could probably spare all 10 of them if you wished.
What do you think, guys? I don't know. I don't know you guys at all. Are you not allergic to venom? Because I fucking am. Anyone else?
I've never been bitten by a spider, but there's one way to find out.
I'm going on the basis that this is going to cost us the entire pay for this job.
So, how about we work something out then? Should we kind of like? Do you think we need it or not? I'm gonna kind of start huddling around people and turn my back to Sherry.
She holds largest.
Ow! You're grabbing my hair. Ow! Ow!
It's sticky.
The door opens and two elves walk in. She goes, "Oh, hello there. Can I be of assistance? Welcome to Gilmore's Glorious Goods." And she goes off. They look much more well dressed than you are, much higher station. And she goes to talk to them and shows them wares whilst you're having your conflap.
So, our friend Womble raises a point. I've seen some pretty nasty spider bites from ones which are about the size of my hand. This is Gilmore. These spiders are going to be bigger than I am. I would
Spider
suggest.
is bigger than you, bites you. I don't think a little venom bite is going to be your issue.
I think you're underestimating how much venom is going to be pumped in. These things eat cows and people.
Yeah.
Why don't we also try to work out a deal where if we get a venom potion, we can get a healing potion, maybe third off, half off?
I think that's fair. I need to restock my healing potions anyway, so why don't we try and push for buy a healing potion, get anti-venom half price?
Yeah, who wants to do that? Because apparently people don't like me.
Oh,
we can do that.
Oh, Sherry. Yeah, Sherry knows me. She knows that I'm a upstanding character.
I like you.
What do you think on attempting to return them if they're not used? Maybe pay on return if we have used them.
I don't know. Gilmore's doesn't strike me as the kind of place which has a returns policy.
Most likely not.
Haven't asked though.
Yeah.
Hey, Sherry.
We can always put it as a hazardous.
She's ignoring you at the moment. One of the elves has picked up a sword, which is a long sword, and the blade seems to be on fire. And it's swooshing through the air. And as he moves it around, it makes a sort of strange electrical noise, like vroom, vroom, vroom.
Be careful not to cut your ears off.
They try not to hear you.
So you say if we buy a healing potion, we're going to get these. You're hoping to get these half price.
Yes.
Okay. So how many healing potions do we want?
Well, I'm going to get one.
All the healing potions.
All of them. And
Yeah.
how much were they last time? The healing potions.
50.
They were 50 apiece, were they? Okay. Well, we need to get this young lady's attention then. So I'm going to go and stand in between her and the elves, and say we're ready to purchase.
One of the elves looks rather annoyed at you, and you see this spectral glove in front of you. Which can you just make a strength roll for me, please?
Strength, I can indeed. 8.
And that's okay. You get forced back 10 feet.
Oh.
And can you make an acrobatics or athletics? No, athletics roll. No, acrobatics roll for me, please.
Acrobatics, damn. 12.
Well, okay. Well, you stop yourself falling over, but you do stumble into one of the cabinets. Breakages will be paid for.
By the person who forced that to happen, I would think.
That voice comes from a wall behind you.
Okay.
And then you can see a mouth saying, "Breakages will be paid for."
Absolutely.
Breakages will be paid for.
I'm just going to try and get Sherry's attention again and say we're ready to purchase.
And the table stops shaking around, and then the mouth disappears.
Okay.
Okay.
Any chance of getting her attention, or is she still thoroughly avoiding?
One of the elves takes the sword and straps it onto his back.
Yep.
And the flames have gone out. And a small cask worth of coin is handed over, which is actually quite heavy. and you can see sort of Sherry twiddles a ring on her finger, and then she picks it up and carries it back and takes it behind the curtain.
Oh, cool.
And comes back and she says, "That is wonderful. Well, thank you, my friends." And they walk out, and they look very happy, and she looks very happy. Now, what are we saying? You
We'd
wanted
like-
some anti-venom.
Yes, indeed. So a few in our party would like to purchase more healing potions, and we'd like some anti-venom as well. We was hoping we could work out a deal.
Well, the deal is the price, because they cost a lot of money to make. The price is what's on there. We don't do deals. Let's make a persuasion roll, please.
Oh dear. Okay. 12.
Is that your total persuasion? Yeah.
That is my total persuasion.
Don't have any advantage bonuses to that.
Nope.
No. Well, the price on the label is the price you pay. You don't pay for it, you don't get it.
Is there actually a price on the label?
Okay. She touches. Have you got one in your hand?
No, I haven't got any of the venoms in my hand. I don't actually know who had them.
Okay, so she goes up to the this there's the box with all these little the antitoxin jars in.
Yep.
And it's a wooden box, and she touches the wooden box, and it says 50 gold pieces each, absolutely no discounts.
Can I minor illusion that to say 25 gold pieces each?
Sorry?
Can I minor illusion that to make it say 25 gold pieces each?
You could.
I will.
Okay. Could you? Are you doing this just out in the open? So, what do you need an arcane focus for that?
Oh, good shout. Let me have a look at minor illusion, whether it needs anything. Oh, it needs a bit of fleece. I cannot.
Okay.
No, I don't do that. I do it and it fizzles out. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay. So you can see you realise he's just used prestidigitation just to put this mark on the box for the price.
Want to try your charms, Fabius?
Hi, Sherry. Yeah, can I get one anti-venom and one healing potion, please?
Oh, Fabius, of course you can. And she gets one healing potion, which is a standard healing potion, and one ampule, one vial of antitoxin, and that's 100 gold pieces, please.
There you go. See, guys, it's that easy.
See, guys, it is that easy. Now, are you going to get something, or are you going to carry on trying to entertain me?
Oh, one thing, Sherry. Did you have any luck finding those goggles I was asking for?
Haven't found them yet. Haven't found them yet, but we looked into some of our contacts in some of the other cities. We've got contacts out, but as you know, everything's in still a bit of disarray since the Chroma Concave attack.
Yeah.
We haven't got all our supply lines in place yet.
That's fair enough. Well, I know you, Sherry. You'll do whatever it is you do for Gilmore.
I do. I look after him as he looks after me. Anybody else want anything?
Oh, we'll pick up one anti-venom.
That's so anti-venom, antitoxin if you want to look it up.
Antitoxin,
50 gold pieces.
Yep.
And that's 50 gold pieces, please.
Okay.
See, this is so much easier like this.
More expensive though.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you're going to earn lots and lots of money doing things.
Hopefully.
Oh, I'll grudgingly give in and do a healing potion and antitoxin.
Okay. That's 100 gold pieces.
I'd like a healing potion, and I'd also like to inquire if you sell components for casting spells. Specifically, I'm after tallow, brimstone, and powdered iron.
Actually, come this way. And she walks into a wall which is right at the back of the building, and she walks right through the wall.
Oh.
and then a head comes through who says, "Are you coming?"
Yes.
Okay. So you go through, and you go into a darkened room, and basically there's one of those like those old in a chemist shop when you've got these wooden, loads of little wooden boxes. It says, "Well, we've got lots of stuff in here. What do you need?"
So tallow, brimstone, and powdered iron.
Okay. So powdered iron. So she goes into this one. How much powdered iron do you need?
Well, the spell requires a dusting, so
So this room's quite dark. There's no real windows in here. There is a single torch which is burning. We're not giving off any smoke or any heat in this room.
okay. I don't know what the weighing system or any sort of quantity might be for this.
Quick question for you, Dak. Do you have a druidic focus?
I do, yes.
Does this spell require? Do the components have a value? So is it like 1 gold piece, 2 gold pieces?
No.
You can cast those spells just using your druidic
Yeah, but
focus.
it's nowhere near as much fun when you're not there. Ali had a spell focus, an arcane focus, but he never used it.
Oh, cool. I mean, if you want to go with the
Never
component,
used it.
it's just as much fun.
Yeah, to be honest, my thinking with this is it's the only spell that I have that I use regularly that I actually require components for, so it'd be useful just to have them just in case.
So powdered iron. I got powdered iron, and basically she gets a little metal scoop out.
Mhm.
Did you want me to put it in a container for you, or do you have a special pouch that you put these things in?
I don't actually have a components pouch, so if you've got one of
Oh,
those,
well,
that'd be
I'll tell you what, I will furnish you one of those. If you come back with me, so she goes back out and goes through the wall, and she just sort of disappears through the wall.
Mhm.
You're now left in the room all on its own. As she's left, it's gone completely dark.
I'm just going to sort of stick my head through so I can like see.
Okay, so you stick your head through, and you can just look back into the other room, and the rest of you see this disembodied Dak head just coming through the wall. She goes to an area where they've got various pouches and things, and she picks up a leather pouch with a rather gaudy pattern on it. She says, "Yes, I think you will like this." And she comes back to you and walks back into the room. As you back off, she walks back in, and the light comes on. And she gives you this component pouch, which is sort of like it looks like the size of a small purse, sits on your waist, with lots of different compartments in, and she fills one of them with some powdered iron, and says, "What else do you need?"
Tallow and brimstone, if you can.
Brimstone. Oh, brimstone. Well, okay. And she opens another drawer, and you smell the smell of volcanoes. And she gets one of her little trowel things out, a little scoop, and she gets out this sort of yellow brimstone and pours it into another one of the pouches. Oh gosh, it always makes me cough, that one.
Lovely smell, though, isn't
Hello,
it?
yes.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, well, you can get this for any shop, but I'm sure we have some of that here. And she gets a few sort of old candles and things, and says, "Well, how about this? Will this do?"
I don't know. Would I know if that's right or not? I have no idea.
Yeah, basically, that's what it is.
That's
So,
fine.
okay, so you've got those things. Well, that would be altogether 40 gold pieces.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. Thank you very much.
And she walks out, and she's very affirmative now, and she expects you to follow her.
Okay, and I
Doesn't
follow
even
her.
look back as you walk out. As soon as she leaves the room, the torch goes out.
Fantastic.
Okay. So what are you doing? You're following her?
Yes.
Okay. So the rest of you see Dak come out. He has this green sort of like a bum bag thing on his just behind his right hip. It's probably not the height of fashion. We think perhaps it's quite druidic in nature. It's green, it's got brown in it, and it's rather vivid.
I think it's wonderful.
And he comes out, it's quite happy. And Sherry goes to the front counter and says, "Okay, well that's 40 gold pieces then, please."
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay. And when you're looking at it, you see there's some other components in there as well that you may wish to use as well. There's some thread, so a few needles, some yarn. There was a magnet. There's this piece of glass.
In other words, it started life as a sewing kit.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's a
Haberdashery.
full kit.
Wonderful.
So do you want anybody want anything else?
I'm all good.
You've got everything you need.
Yes.
I think we're good to go.
Yeah, if we just get some directions on how to get to Typhaven.
Okay, well, and she goes to the chart. But this is the chart, which I suppose as you are regulars here now, aren't you? And she gave she sort of winks at Jordan again. She does a quick sketch on a piece of cloth, and she hands it to you guys, and you can see there's a rough map. You can see some of the roads you know because you travelled east to Stilburn, but this road forks northwards to the mountains off to the north.
Cool. Thanks.
It's well on the way to Craghammer,
Okay.
and the mountains are called the Cliffkeep Mountains.
Cliffkeep Mountains.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank you very much. It'd be an absolute pleasure.
Hope to see you again soon.
And you. And as she says that, she turns to another customer who's walked in. And she says, "Did you get it?" "Oh, not it." And you can see this sort of bloody sort of bag is placed on the counter. And she looks inside and goes, "Oh, yes, okay, well, I'm sure it's lovely." And you can see her sort of wiggle her fingers a little bit. Yes, that's all in order. And she gives a pouch of coin to this person, who's a big sort of barbarian type individual with fur-covering furs, a great big glaive on his back, scar down the side of his face. He grunts and he walks out. Yeah, easy money. And she's no longer paying attention. She goes into the back now with his bag, dripping bag.
Well,
Nice. Well, before we head out, I would quite like to purchase myself some new armour.
Okay.
Sure.
This
So I
is
think
just a shopping episode.
it is. It is. I'm happy to do that nice and quick if you would like, and not have to role play. I'm happy to just get that done.
Well,
How
but
do
if,
you guys want to do it? Do you like the role playing, or do you?
I really
Oh,
enjoy the role playing, but yeah, I just
mean-
want to hold people up.
Well, is everybody happy with that?
yeah, that's fine
Yeah, I'm
with me.
fine with it.
Okay. So you and who else is going for?
I'm going to go because I need to go pick up my cane.
Yep. Okay.
Ah, I forgot about the pimp game.
I'll tag along because I ordered in weeks off. I ordered some custom weapons, so they should be ready by now.
What did you order?
Basically, have you seen Assassin's Creed? You know the daggers they've got that are spring loaded in their arms.
Yeah.
So just 2 daggers on springs.
So if you order, where did you go for that? I can't remember that.
Well, I originally was going to say it when we were ordering the cane, but obviously we got ushered along, so I just sort of, I said I want them, and now we're
Okay. All right. So
nothing special, no pimping.
okay. So where are you going to go first of all?
Let's get the armor first.
The armor.
Sure.
So which armor are you gonna? Where are you gonna go to? You know you have 2 blacksmiths so far.
Yep.
There's the one who made who was run by Tavin Browner, who had a dwarf in the back.
Yep.
Who made some odds and ends and things. And there was the gnome blacksmith, Barash Winklestone, who you put an order in with already.
Was he the one I got my saddle from, or was that someone completely different?
That your saddle was somebody completely different.
Okay.
Wasn't that in? Where was that? I forget where that was. Wasn't that?
I remember he had a young apprentice who.
That was in Stilburn. That was Rostov the blacksmith.
That was Stilburn. You're right.
This one note's brilliant, isn't it? You're all trying to catch me out.
Okay. I will go to the gnome.
Okay. Do you know where the gnome is?
I don't think I've been there before.
No. Okay. All right. So, Fabius, you know about the gnome. Are you going to tell everybody else, or is this your secret?
I don't see any reason why I'd hide it. So
Okay.
I will.
All right, wonderful.
So Fabius does inform you about probably a good blacksmith, but you don't know as of yet.
Okay. We'll
All
make
I'm
our
saying-
way there.
All I'm saying is I asked for the most extremely expensive thing possible, and she just said, "Yeah, that's fine." So
Sounds like my kind of place.
Okay. So this is in the promenade area. So who's going to go to the blacksmith? Who's going to go to Barash's Winklestone's place?
Definitely
Womble,
me.
going.
I'll tag along.
tag along just to watch. Yeah.
Jordan, are you going?
Yeah, because I think that's where my. I don't know, mine's with the cane, isn't it? One Fabius is going.
Yep. Okay, so you're going to go as a group, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you wend your way to the promenade area, to Barish Winklestone's small little black smithy, and you go and you hear banging, and you see the bellows going, and she seems to work pretty much single-handed here, as you can see. And as you come in, she stops and comes up to you, and suddenly looks at a lot of the smoke and the ash disappear from around her. She says, "Oh, hello! Oh, you are the man who ordered the cane, aren't you?"
That's
Welcome
me.
back. Very expensive cane, that. And you wanted a dagger cane, is that right?
That's right.
Okay. Well, here we go. And she gets out this very plain wooden cane with a the handle bit is a bit of antler bone, antlers. Okay. It looks very plain, the sort of thing that you would expect to spend, I don't know, 10 silver pieces on or something.
Okay. Do you mind? I'm just gonna see if I can take it off her.
You paid for? Have you paid for it yet?
I haven't. I think I
Well,
put.
you can. Yes, I do mind until once you paid for it. I don't mind.
Here you go. 400 gold pieces. Oh, sack.
500 gold pieces it was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Count out the extra 100. 500 gold
And
pieces.
actually, I put a little bit of extras bits in it. It's actually cost me. It's actually really 505 gold pieces.
Really?
Yeah, really.
All right. There you go. 505 gold pieces.
Okay. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure doing business with you. And I hope this helps you in the ways that you wish it to help you.
I do
Okay,
too.
so this is plain wooden cane with an antler handle.
Oh,
He hands it to you.
I've lost
There
you
you
over the
go.
music there.
Sorry?
I lost you over the music there.
Sorry, it's a plain. Shall I switch the music off then?
I can hear you now.
Okay, so it's basically a plain wooden cane. I mean, it's been varnished. And she hands it to you.
Brilliant. I will take it, and I will try the action to see if I can pull the dagger out.
Okay, so you take the cane, you put your hand where the handle is, and you pull it back, and you see a stiletto come out.
Very nice. I'm gonna.
Could you? Has anybody of you got blacksmith skills or weaponsmith skills?
No.
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 Okay, so Fabius, could you just make a wisdom roll for me, please?
Can do. Wisdom. 13.
Okay, so this dagger comes out. It is gleaming, very sharp. The blade is about 12 inches long.
Ah, fantastic. I'm going to call you the diplomat. I've got my cane. Perfect. I'm a happy boy.
Okay, okay. And is that everything? Can't do anything else for you guys?
Do you make armor?
I can make armor. It does take a little bit of a while to do so. What
I
are you
would have
after,
thought so.
armor?
I am after armor. I'm after plate armor, if that is something you can do.
Plate armor. Well, that does take a while.
How long are we talking?
Probably make me, even at my speed, it'll probably take me about, for somebody of your size, probably take me about 2 weeks to make.
2 weeks to make, okay. That is fine. I have a journey to undertake, so that probably won't be too far off when I should be arriving back.
Well, I will need to measure you up, and I also will require payment in advance for this. And she looks in you in the eyes, okay? What's your alignment?
It is lawful good.
Lawful good. Okay, could you just make a charisma roll for me, please?
Okay. Up. 15.
Okay, is that, and what, add your charisma to that?
15.
15. Oh. Okay. Well, plate armor. This is really this is heavy duty. This is expensive. You're aware of that? It costs a lot of money.
I am aware of that.
And it would cost you to make plate armor would cost. And she goes away, and she gets this very strange machine out. It's got lots of little buttons on the front, and she presses a couple of buttons, and then she pulls a handle at the side, and a bit of paper comes out the bottom.
Whoa.
And she looks at it and goes, that will cost 1,500 pieces of gold.
1,500. Okay.
In advance.
I can't do it in advance.
Well, then I can't make it.
Is there no other deal we can come to?
Wow, wow.
Such as.
Well, just leaving here for 2 weeks with you and 1,500 of my gold with no promise that I'm aware of that you're actually going to do this and to what quality it's going to be when I return. It doesn't seem like a good deal.
Okay, well, you don't have to take my business.
No, I certainly don't.
But it's
Okay.
gonna well. And she looks at you again and thinks, okay, look, you pay 750 now and 750 when you get back.
I think that seems very reasonable.
But if you don't pick it up within 4 weeks, I keep your money and I can do with that plate armor what I will.
So, how long do I actually think this journey is going to take us, just with a
It'll
general
probably
idea
take you
of the area?
about 4 days to get there.
Okay, so assuming we're not
Probably
there
be
for
back within
2
2
weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. If that, I mean, it may not take that long.
It'll take us that long. Okay, I think that's a fair deal. One last thing. Do you have anything that I could look at so I could get an idea of the quality? Have you got any pieces that I could see? It doesn't have to be...
Show me your portfolio.
Yes, basically that, yeah.
Okay, so, well, what I can do is, well, I mainly make things to order. So once I've made it, it is gone. But I can show you, and in front of you, you see displayed, it sort of floating in the air in front of you, you see this picture of a bright, shining gold plate armor, silver plate armor with gold motifs on it. Great big, those things that come out on top of the shoulders to stop you getting smacked in the face with lances.
Yeah.
And the quality looks fantastic on this image you see in front of you. And then she says, and there's this one, and she shows you a picture. There is in front of you. You see a piece of chain armor, very, very, very delicate. And she moves it and does another one, and she turns it around. And you can see the other side, and it's very, very light and very delicate. And there's this one as well. And she shows you. There's a picture of in front of you, you see this a large sword, big long handle, encrusted in jewels around the hilt, with a runner right down the centre of the sword. That was a personal favourite of mine. I did that for a very famous person of back from whence I came. And
no inside check.
And if
See
you
she's
don't,
lying.
but I have also done things like this before as well. And she in front of you, she has pictures of horseshoes. So there we go.
Okay, I'm going to try and put on my best face of being impressed. Say that is truly brilliant workmanship. If I'll be getting out 750 gold while I say this, and I say yes. As long as my piece is to that level, I will give you another 750 when I return.
Well, you asked to say some of my work. Some of these have a lot more done to them. They're just simple plain plate armor. But you may find, I do little flourishes and other bits and pieces.
I can see that. Yeah, it's artistry, not just blacksmithing. It's very good.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Blacksmithing is an art. Anybody can make a horseshoe, but I can make a horseshoe that'll get a horse across the continent and back again.
Wow, that's incredible.
It is.
Okay, well, I'll give her the 750 gold pieces and shake her hand.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody else want anything? And she looks at Jordan and goes, do you need anything, young sir?
Pick up those daggers that I ordered. They were 10 gold pieces
You didn't
each.
did you actually order them?
I was in the bit of starting to, and you said, "Right, let's go on the last session." So I never actually got to finish saying about it.
Okay. Well, it says, well, I can I can have a look at that. I certainly try and make something for you. Let me have a think. Daggers, and then what do you want them to? What they want them to come out? How far?
About 7 inches, 6 to 7 inches.
Okay. For both wrists.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think we could probably do that for 25 gold pieces each.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Hand over.
Or you could pay more like your friend is, and I can put some extra artistry into it.
Make it look a bit patterned. Nothing too fancy, but not just plain steel.
Sorry?
Make it like a Damascus style pattern, so not just plain steel, but nothing too fancy.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will. Okay. Well, I can certainly try.
Yep.
I can do that for 50 gold pieces.
Each?
Each, yes.
Yep, deal. And I'll obviously hand over 100 gold pieces.
Yep. Oh, this is my lucky day. You're going to keep me busy, aren't you? I'm going to be working up all night with this. Fortunately, I've got some tricks up my sleeves. Okay. Anybody else? There's an old man behind you following you around. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm just a beggar, love.
Well,
You got a gold? I've just seen you. You just made loads of money. Can I have some, please?
No.
Please.
What do you look? Do you look half starved?
Yes, I really do.
Okay. I tell you what, and she goes on the shelf behind her. You can see wrapped in cloth a little bag, and she takes it out. This is all I have with me at the moment, and she gives it. Why don't you have this? It looks like you need it more than me. And you open it, and inside there is some bread and cheese. Clearly,
Tell you
that's
what,
lunch.
I am lactose intolerant. I can't have cheese. I'll have a little bit of your bread. But also, if I could bother you, love, do you have any really big sticks? Like walking ones?
Walking sticks.
Yeah. You seem like the type of lady who would have them.
Well, I can make walking sticks. But it's probably if you can't afford to eat, you probably can't afford any of the stuff that I make.
That's a good point. I'll just take your bread, thank you, love.
Oh, can I have the cheese?
And she slaps your hand as you go for it.
My hand or Fabius's hand?
Fabius's hand.
Oh.
Hey, I'm almost as old as he is.
No way.
You're not starved. You're not half starved. You know how to look after yourself. This poor man, this poor wretch, clearly has come into hard times that a lot of people in the city have. I do try my best to help them.
Can I have your cheese as well then, love?
Well, you can. I thought you said you had problems having cheese.
I just want to give it to this guy.
Are you wigging me?
Deception -10.
Make a deception roll.
Excellent. Right. That is 21.
Oh.
Well, do you know what? If you really need it that much, you need it more than I do, and she gives you the cheese.
Wow, you are a really nice human person.
She's a gnome.
No,
Please don't
I'm
insult
really
me.
nice.
I've been very nice to you, but please don't insult me.
I humbly apologise. I will repay this one day.
Maybe.
Bread and cheese, or
Yes, bread and cheese and your hospitality. What was your name?
My name?
Yeah.
My name is Barash.
Can you spell it?
B-A-R-R-A-A. B-A-R-R-A-S-H. Barash Winklestone.
Winklestone. Oh, Winklestone. I've met a Winklestone before.
Oh, really, have you?
Yeah, down by that place that it is. Sorry, the bread is a bit dry. Yeah, lovely people.
Well, she gets a cup and dips it into the quenching trough she has in front of her. Says, "Well, you can have something to drink if you're choking."
Oh, thank you. That's you are too kind.
Well, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. I'll start walking off now.
But when you're having better days, just remember me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Winkle. I'm Womble. We both start with W. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. Bye.
Mr. Womble,
Yes.
just a word from the wise.
Yes.
If you're going to beg in this town, you need to make sure that the Thieves Guild, the Clasp, are behind you.
What? Here? Where? I don't see him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep walking off, just a little bit further away. You keep an eye on the group.
Okay.
Nice one, Barash.
So everybody done what they want to do there?
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go. An hour of shopping. Great. Okay. Anybody want to do anything else?
I will just grab my horse, obviously, before we leave.
Yep. Okay. So it's the you need to pay up for the horse. So it's a gold piece a night to house your horse.
Okay. How many nights has it been?
It's probably about 4 since, 3 since you've been doing
Three
your
since.
mucking around.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Anything else for the trip?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe some provisions? Have we got enough food?
Maybe.
Just make sure we've got some food. We're not going to starve on the way.
There is a market running around which you can buy.
I'm gonna swipe a baguette.
Get your bread here, fresh bread.
Bread. I'm gonna swipe a baguette.
I'm going to swipe a baguette. So there is a baker's with a table outside. The sun is now out, and so the drizzle in the air has gone. And he's trying to say something. Okay, so you could look like you could do some bread, something to eat.
Yeah.
Would you like some of my lovely bread, freshly baked?
I would. My father here, and I'm going to just gesture to Womble, has been a rough time.
How old is Womble, by the way?
He's like 58 to 62.
Okay, so this is your father. Is pretty much like that Sean Connery was to Harrison Ford. Yeah?
Yeah.
About 5 years difference in things, but okay. Yeah.
He's
Started young.
He's 12 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be your father. Okay.
All right, son.
And you're at a very young age.
Yeah.
What sort of bread would you like? I've got raisin bread. I've got proper bread. I've got rye bread. I've got bread. I've got more bread. I've got bread.
We've got pre-chewed bread.
I've got bread and bread and beans. I've got bread, beans and bread. I've got bread, beans and bread. I've got bread, spam, beans and spam and bread. I've got bread.
I'm just gonna have a heart
beans
attack.
and bread.
I'm just gonna start convulsing on the floor.
Keel over.
The baker's gone full alley.
Yeah, just like go.
Have the bread, beans. You want bread.
My God, he's having a heart attack. Quick, give me a hand. Get him in the recovery position.
Okay, so well, do you want to? So kind of interesting bit. So which no touching. If you touch it, you buy it.
I'm convulsing on the floor right now.
Yeah, I was convulsing the floor, and I'm getting him in the recovery position.
Who is? Womble.
Womble.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the guy not taking any kind of.
No. Anybody want any bread? Bread.
I'll just stand back up again.
Oh, you're all right. goodness sake.
Oh. If you don't want anything, could you move on, please? I'm trying to run a
Old
business here.
age.
Cool. Right, using all my guile and stuff, I'm going to swipe a baguette and try and hide it in my jacket.
Okay, well, you're right in front of him, so this will be as at disadvantage.
Okay.
Try and swipe away. And have you got your things?
Oh, the Invisigloves.
The gloves. So that's a 15 plus 13, so 28.
Jesus.
A bread loaf, a baguette just disappears.
It never even existed.
bread, beans, bread. I got bread. Oh, I'm doing well today. I've got rid of some of my stock. So, do you want any bread or not?
Nah, you just ignored my dying father. It shows what kind of moral character you have. Come on, Dad. We only buy from lawful good sellers.
Off you go! Bread! He completely ignores you. And other people come up to him and buy stuff.
Can I prestidigitate his bread to make it smell mouldy? Just walking away.
You can.
Okay, I shall.
Does it smell mouldy? Okay.
Yeah, just to smell a bit mouldy, you know.
So what's the range on that?
Prestidigitate is 10 feet, but I have spell sniper, so it's 20 feet.
Okay. So you obviously to do this you're going to need to do some arcane movements. Are you going to try and hide it, or are you just going to do it in plain sight, or?
I'll do it whilst flatulating.
Okay.
Do you have a handkerchief out?
Yeah, exactly, with the handkerchief.
Okay, so have you got your bells on as well?
No, just the handkerchief.
Okay, but you don't need an arcane focus for prestidigitation.
No, I don't know.
Okay. So Womble staggers forward and he bends over and he lets rip a powerful fart. And bread, fresh bread, lovely smelling bread. Albion, your bread's funny to. Oh. And this is sort of rotten, eggy smell that permeates around his stall. And you can see people giving him a wide berth, and even Rostov himself, even Albion himself, backed off.
Rostov rises from the dead just to go. Oh, stinks a bit.
even Albion basically has a problem with this. bread, and he sort of puts a cloth over his face and starts fanning it away. Oh. And you can see him trying to put some of the bread and see what's wrong there. People are sort of giving him a wide berth.
Yeah, that'll ruin your business for a day. Keep it quiet.
Are there any butchers around at all? I'd like to pick up some meat. Specifically, if anyone has any salted goat, I'll pick up some of that.
Okay, so there is a stall. Get your salted goat here!
Aha!
Get your salted goat here! Oh,
how fresh is this goat? Was he recently butchered?
This goat?
Yes.
This goat is butchered and preserved in best Emon salt.
All right. How much for How do they come? How big are we talking here?
How big do you want?
Oh, just enough for one good meal for my group here.
One good meal. How much do you eat?
Well.
So I'm trying to do Mackay from Porridge. I'm failing miserably.
No, you're doing amazing, Mike.
How much do you eat?
We've all got pretty big appetites, you know, lots of travelling, so I'll take a fair amount. I'll take a big old chunk.
1 1/3 goat.
There you go. Half a goat. You want half a goat?
Half a goat.
Half a goat. And again, he gets his sort of dirty sort of hatchet out. Says, "Do you want me to trim it for you?"
Sure.
All right, I'll cut it up. And do you want any sausage in it as well?
Yeah, why not?
can
Get
make
some
it sausage.
sausages. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Okay, so he's got this sort of preserved goat, and he gets his sort of hatchet.
Does the goat look familiar to me?
It is a dead goat which is skinned and cut up and preserved.
Okay.
Oh dear. What is it with us and goats?
Sorry,
I
what
don't.
is it? You want some goat? And he starts chopping up bits, and he gives you sort of like a goat ham, and then there's some rib bits, and some of the other bits. He basically he gets this really sort of old black iron sort of type mangle thing, and he puts the rest of the bits through it, and they come out squeezed. I mean, they're very desiccated because it's been preserved. And,
Yeah.
and he starts feeding into sausage casing,
Oh, lovely.
and actually it takes him about 5 minutes of this, and at the end he gives you sort of these sausage loops. So you got probably enough for about sort of a week's worth of food there, if you
Oh,
like
God.
goat.
Yep.
There you go.
He was going.
That will be that will be 5 bits of gold, please.
5 bits of gold seems like a lot.
Hey, this will last. This won't go off.
I know, but it will it be nice?
Make a persuasion roll, please.
9.
Oh, it's 5 bits of gold.
5 bits of gold it is.
Yeah, 5 bits of gold. You're really rubbish at this, aren't you?
Oh, dreadful.
And so after giving them money, he says, you should try haggling a bit. Just a word from the wise.
Try getting a bit.
Haggling.
Haggling?
Yeah.
What's this haggling you speak of?
Nothing. We'll come back again. I've got some more gold for you. Do you want anything else?
I nearly went Scottish myself. No, that's fine, thank you. Well, we'll be on our way.
All right, Fletch. Oh, sorry. One more.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Okie dokie. Are we all happy, guys? Any more side missions we want to get done?
No, we're breaded and sausaged up to the hilt now, I think.
It looks that
Okay,
way, doesn't it?
and you can fill up your water. There's lots of sort of water fountains in the town where you can just fill up for free.
Cool.
Okay, it's now coming towards sort of late afternoon, and you may wish to, because you were up most of the night before, you may wish to bed down for the night.
Oh, I'm never adverse to spending a bit of time in a tavern.
I was going to say, we know a tavern directly outside Imon, the one we started in.
You do.
Oh, certainly we can do that.
The Drunken Drum.
Let's go to the Drunken Drum. It's
To
on
the
the way
drunken
out.
drum.
Okay, so you march out. As you work out, you see that actually it's getting dark by the time you leave, but they're not closing the gates now. And
Oh,
there's
okay.
a stream of people coming in and out. So you go about sort of an hour and a half north of the town, of the city, and you get to the Drunken Drum.
In that time, I have divvied up and spread out the baguette.
And
Hey.
I completely got rid of episode 0, so I can't remember who runs this place. Okay, so you get to the Drunken Drum, and in the Drunken Drum, it's actually quite busy. This is a stopping off point for a lot of famous and a lot of people before they come in. And you get there, and there's some there's getting a bit rowdy in there, in the bar area. You see the barkeep, and you remember he had these 2 wenches helping him, serving him, and they're busy out on the floor now, serving ale and wine to people. This place is much busier than when you were last there. Okay. Hello, gentlemen. Can I help you?
Absolutely. What's everyone drinking?
Ale.
Ale it is.
Sounds good to me.
Do I recognise you? You've been here before.
We certainly have.
Didn't you have a pet with you last time?
Yeah, we traded that for a womble.
Oh. I remember you're a womble. Yeah,
Sorry.
unfortunately, our singer left after that.
No.
Yeah, she left. So it's sort of a bit of a strange thing that, but she's gone. So we don't have any entertainment tonight.
You know where she went by any chance?
I don't know. She just went and left and took her protege with her.
Okay. That's a shame.
We can make our own entertainment, that's fine. We'll take those
Right.
ales and we'll get
So
ourselves
you
a
go-
seat.
Okay, so you're going to park the horse. Where are you leaving the horse?
I will saddle it up if they have a saddle there. A saddle? You know
Stable.
what I mean. Stable.
Okay,
Stable.
so
That's the word.
okay, and so the market. So you staying here the night then?
I think so, if that's what everyone else is thinking. Get a fresh start in the morning.
So that will be, and you got, and a Tarquin tells me you have a horse. So there's a gold piece for the horse, and each of you is a gold piece a night, and that will get you a little bit of breakfast as well.
Tell you what, if you give that all of us for free, I'll put on a little magic show for you. How does that sound?
Make a persuasion roll.
Sure. Roll a number. Oh God. Persuasion is no, that's a 5. That's 9 altogether.
Yeah, well, I think we're busy enough as it is. I don't think we need any magic charge. You don't want to scare away the customers.
Fine. Suit yourself.
Yeah, I do. It's my place.
Fair enough.
Why do they all come from Glasgow?
I don't know about it. I think I'm doing.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So some ale is poured and given to you. There is a table there, which there's sort of an old couple on it, on this old table, and you come along and you sit down, and they feel very uncomfortable, and they get up to leave.
Oh, you don't have to go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so they walk out. So
That's
you
cool, that's
sort of
cool.
intimidated them away. Okay, so you have ale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
So five. It's GP each, and for Bazir's extra for the horse.
Yep.
Do you want food tonight? And this wench comes up to you and goes, "Oh, welcome. Would you like anything to eat whilst you're here?"
That's all right. We brought our own. And a baguette.
Well,
and suddenly it is.
but you can't eat that in here, unfortunately.
Oh,
Now there then.
that's unfortunate. Baguette gets pushed back down the jacket pocket.
Yep.
Until she's not looking, at which point I'll just stick it out and start eating it again.
What's on the menu for tonight?
There's stew.
Fair enough.
Flavour stew.
Go.
It's a fish stew. So you're just north of the upper slums, which is basically it sounds like a bad name, but it's actually rather affluent. And you're in the farming area now, and so there's a lot of fish coming in from the sea, and this is a fish stew with turnips and other root vegetables in it as well.
Does it look or smell appetising?
You haven't got it. You can't see it.
Can you not smell it in the air? Or?
Well, there's a lot of sweat smell.
Okay.
There's some. There's a band of dwarves near the fire with pungent, sort of spiced smell coming out of these large bowls and their pipes. So you actually can't smell that much. But people do seem to be tucking into it on other tables.
Well, we're going to be living off goat for a week, so it might be good to have a change before then.
Here you go for it.
Yeah, sure. Go on then. I'll have some.
Okay, so stew. So that's 4 silver pieces each for those who are having stew.
How many, sorry?
4 silver pieces.
4. Lovely.
Is there nothing else you can do? Is there no other stalls or anything like that? Because I just have an aversion to seafood. Just anything else?
You have a rat.
Well, I could do bread and cheese. I could do that for a silver piece.
If that's all you've got, then yes, I'll take that.
Well, really, is we just do the one meal and everybody eats it. And most people around here do like fish because that's what we eat. It's one of our specialties. But that's fine. And she goes away and she comes back shortly afterwards with a sort of a chunk of cheese, goat's cheese, and a half a baguette of bread.
Okay.
Okay, that's a silver piece.
Yep. 1 silver piece. I'll start tucking in, and I will definitely tuck into my ale as well.
Okay. So the evening goes along, and there's some rowdiness going on at the bar, but people here are quite good-natured. Clearly, there's been a lot of tension now around this area for the last few months. In fact, the last year or two with the Omicron attacks. Now the roads, the trade routes are opened. This area is starting to get busier, and trade is good, and people are feeling a little bit more happy with life.
Cool. Your music just got suddenly loud.
Did it?
Yeah. Seems to have a mind of its own at the moment.
It does.
It's all right. I think we could, well, I could certainly make out what you were saying, but it was probably louder than you intended it to be.
It's on 2 out of 10 now. It's on 2 out of 100. I beg your pardon.
2 out of 100, because it was about this kind of level, and then suddenly it seemed to shoot up.
I think
To the point you really had to listen to hear.
Okay.
I think it just changes. It's I think it's one of the dynamic changing sounds, isn't it? Where when someone's not talking, when no one's talking, it'll just go really loud for a second.
Oh, okay.
So spiders then.
Okay, so are you going to have any more ale, or is that it for the night? Are you having an early night? Because some of you are quite tired, quite exhausted. It's been a long day.
Oh no,
Just one early night for me.
my old bones need rest.
Okay, so you take yourself off to the cots. Basically, it's each is a small cot in its own small little cell area. You have a bucket of water in there, a desk, a stool, and a candle, and a sort of a straw pallet to sleep on. And you going to do anything else, or are you just going to go to bed?
I'm just going to go to bed.
I think it's bedtime.
Okay.
Does
you
the
all go to
door
sleep,
have
yeah?
a lock?
The door does not have a lock.
I am going to bring my
There's a
cane.
small window at the back as well, which is dirty, but you can open it. You can't get out of it, but it is.
I'm going to bring my cane into bed with me.
Okay.
Can I spend a little bit of time just sniffing the handkerchief to attune to it?
Okay. So
Perfect.
you look at the handkerchief and you realise that actually if you wave the handkerchief around, you can use it as a spell focus. It really needs the sound of the bells as well.
I'll think of something, but I think it will serve my purpose for the time being.
Okay.
Just as a note, I'm going to see if I can move the bucket of water behind the door, so that if anyone tries to open it, the bucket will fall over.
Okay. So could you make a? Sorry.
Can the little cot bed move?
Yes, it can. Yes,
Well, for mine, I'll drag it and put it across the door, so that they ain't going to be able to get the door open without waking me up.
Okay.
This is what happens when we get robbed once.
Yeah. I should have brought a locking towel. I'm going to have to do that next time.
That's funny. Right, anyway.
Okay. So you sort of protect yourselves all, and you go to sleep, and you have a good night's sleep. And you're woken in the morning with the sound from downstairs of activity, and the smell of baking bread, and the omnipresent smell of fish soup and fish stew, which pulls you out of your sleep. So any exhaustion points are now lost.
Cool.
People had any. And the day is yours. What do you wish to do?
Get back on the road.
Sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
Okay. So you go down the stairs. There were a few people sleeping in the corner. One still head in his cups. The dwarves are still sitting around the fire. They seem to be able to drink all night, and they're still smoking their pungent pipes. And the rest of the tavern area is relatively empty, and you can sit wherever you wish. And as you do, one of the barmaids comes up to you and says, "Good morning, sirs. What can I get you for breakfast?"
Rat.
Rat. I think we may have some rat if you want rat, but I can get some.
Please.
It may take me a while to get it, but you've got about an hour. I can get you some rat.
Not really.
Bread and honey, please.
Bread and honey. All right, bread and honey.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Okay, so a platter, basically a sourdough loaf is put in front of you, all of you together. There is a slab of butter, and there is a jug with honey in it. There's a jug of water there. And says, "Here we go, breakfast." And be having a good day when you're done.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Insight roll, please, from all of you.
Okay. That's actually not bad.
11.
15. 16, sorry, 16.
18 for me.
Okay.
20.
So those are sort of 15 and higher. You can see she's sort of hanging around a little bit. She's probably waiting for a tip or something.
I'll flicker a couple of silvers.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much, sir. You are the
Charmer over there.
You are the dark and silent one, aren't you? And
Keep
she
me
runs her
mysterious.
finger down the side of your face. You get used to this.
Little wink.
And it lingers there a little bit. Says, "If you're ever back this way again, sir." And she disappears off. She puts the silver piece down her front of her bodice into a little pouch, and she goes on to serve over to the dwarves, and she takes them a chunk of bread. It says, and some cheese. He says, "Oh, don't want that. Where's me rat? I've been wanting rat stew."
And this man knows what he's talking about.
Man, we haven't any. I like that. I want that. Oh, be off with you. You see, they don't do that. They do fish. Fish stew. We stayed here. That's what will happen. But Missy, if you got any rat, I'd like rat too. That man over there, that old man over there, he wanted rat. And I think probably be a good idea to put it on your menu. All right, sir. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so she goes out the back, and you can hear a bit of, "God, I want rat. Everybody wants rat this morning. What's all this about rats?" Go get the rat catcher. See if he's got any. Okay, and as you come to the end of your breakfast, you can hear this. In the back, and she comes with this skewer with basically a rat kebab, whole rat, which she puts over the fire, and she rotates it. Goes, "Here you go, sir. Here's your rats."
Rotisserie
And that's a
rats.
silver piece each. So she cooks them for about 15 minutes this way, and they get singed and rather badly burnt. She says, "Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Yeah, you know how to make a dwarf in at home." And so they break off bits and eat them. And can one will make a dexterity throw for me, please? Dexterity.
Sure.
Just roll, not a save, a roll.
Dexterity.
Yep.
That is 9 altogether.
Sorry?
9 altogether.
9. You were just finishing your breakfast, and as you look up, a rat hits you in your face. "Here you go, mister. You want a rat too?" And you got half a rat splattered into your face, and now on the table in front of you.
Kind sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll
And they lift up the tank and says, "To the man who wanted rat. Good man."
Oh, rats for all.
I can't
No
write
rats.
this one up.
They ate.
Can I just write one word? Waffle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shopping on waffle. Okay, so the day starts. You leave. The sun is shining. It is late autumn, but it is relatively warm. It is the sun is low though, and there's no clouds in the sky. In the distance, to the north, you see a mountain range in front of you. So you start travelling.
Hey.
Finally!
As we're travelling, I'm looking out for a big walking stick.
Okay, make a perception roll for me, please.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's just a 2.
Okay, well you find a big stick that a big walking stick that you can use.
Is it sturdy enough to be used as a walking stick?
Well, you found it. You think it should be.
All right, I'll use it for a little while. And,
So Warmble thinks it is, but Ben knows that as soon as he puts any weight in it, it's going to collapse.
so I'll start using it for a little while. think it's
All
a
right.
reliable.
Make a acrobatics roll, please.
Ooh.
So it crumples underneath you after about 5 minutes, but you managed to stop yourself from falling.
17. Nice. I'm like a crab, dexterous. So again, I'll quickly turn to Dak if this is okay. And I'll go, Red Devil.
Yeah.
I saw you became, what was it, a cat, a rat? I can't really remember what it was now, but you
A rat. Yeah.
saved my life. I have one more favor to ask you.
What is it?
Do you have the ability to make very sturdy sticks that are permanent?
Trees do that.
Yeah, but they're slow.
Yeah, but they've got a head start.
It's very true. Can you or can't you?
No.
Okay.
So Jordan, you know about sticks and things, so you're going to do anything. You see that Womble is after a stick. With your woodcraft skills, you could probably just sort of snigger to yourself slightly. Or are you going to help him?
I'll have a quick snigger to myself, and then I say, well, I better help him. Do I see any around me?
There
That
are
would be
lots
sturdy
of
enough.
boxes of trees you can walk past. You could have probably made to him, if you'd had the time, so far about 1,000 walking sticks. Or is that a start? You're after a staff or a walking stick? Or a club?
More of a staff type thing.
A staff, okay.
Yeah.
So that you can see there's lots of places you can make them, because you know how to do it.
I will go and grab him something that would be adequately suitable to fill his needs.
Okay, so as you're walking along the road, you're starting to leave the area with more habitation, and it's starting to get a little wilder. There's still farms dotting around. You pass a copse of trees, and Jordan goes off to the side, and you hear some chopping noises. Okay, there's no one else on the road at the moment. It's still relatively early in the morning. You have seen one caravan passing the other way, but that's all you have seen. So Jordan disappeared into this little sort of copse of trees. So what are the rest of you doing? You just all walking on, or are you just?
I think I'll just carry on at a leisurely pace. I mean, Jordan's pretty handy. He knows what he's doing. He wouldn't lose us.
I am playing with my fancy new dagger cane. I'm trying to get used to the draw and stowing action.
Okay, as you're walking along, you hear in the distance a hunting horn. Okay.
In front or behind us?
Okay, make a perception roll, please. That would be who said in front of behind us?
Me, Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know.
Oh, Ben's not. What's happened to Ben?
Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, I'm eating celery and it's really loud to chew. So I keep putting myself on mute. What did you say? I couldn't hear anything.
Okay, so
Sounds like a Womble thing to do. So leave
It does.
yourself on mute.
So your
mute
character.
themselves. Okay, so Jordan, can you make a perception roll, please?
That would be at 10.
A 10.
Yes.
Okay. You don't know where. What are your favourite terrains?
Forest.
Okay. Could you make that roll with advantage, please?
11.
11. Okay. Jordan, the horn is sort of bouncing around. You're not where it's coming from. But when you're trying to get this get this staff, you look down and you see a dirty-faced man, very straggly hair, a man in his early 30s, clearly his eyes very wide, terrified, looking up at you, covered in mud, covered in dirt, and he gets to get up to run away.
Do you need help?
And he starts running.
Oh, what are you saying?
So, this man gets
Wait,
up.
does he
to run
run?
away. What are you going to do, Jordan?
Well, yell at him, do you need help? But not really much I can do if he runs off.
Yeah, so what's that, Jordan?
Okay, you see You're on a road that there's farmland around, and there's copses of trees all over the place. Okay, you see breaking out of this copse that Jordan's gone into. You see a man run towards another area. He's basically wearing rags. He's very dirty. He's got bedraggled hair. A young man, human. Okay, so he runs to the next, to another area.
You okay, Jordan?
Yeah, I'll follow back out onto the path, hopefully with this staff and this stick, and say, do you see him run off? No idea. Looks petrified, and I've heard a hunting horn, so could be issues.
Do I still see him?
He's gone into the copse. He's now hidden. He's gone into that. No, the copse. It's probably about sort of it's probably less than sort of 50 trees, but there's brambles and there's undergrowth and things in this area.
Okay.
Okay. The hunting horns behind you are getting louder. Fabius, your passive perception is what?
15.
15. Okay, so behind you, you see a galloping band of horse riders. At the front, there's a man wearing armor, so leather armor with carrying a spear with a pennant on it, and behind him there's 4 other men galloping forward. And they're about sort of 200 yards away from you, and they're coming towards you.
Cool. I will move out of the way of the galloping horses.
Yeah, I'll move over to the side of the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll also cast a message at one of them as well.
Okay, so they're about 200 yards away. So what's the range of message?
240 feet with my feet.
Okay, so they're slightly out of range at the moment, but you can wait. They're coming towards you. So
240 feet.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Yep. So so they come towards you. So you're just stepping off the road. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm stepping off the road. Yeah.
Moving out the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stepping to one side. Yeah.
Okay. So could Bazir, could you make an animal handling roll, please?
Okay. 8.
8.
Yeah, we have to be thrown off your horse.
Okay. So okay. So you just see these horses sort of coming towards you. And as they come closer, they pull up, and the man at the front pulls up, sort of breath, and you can see that the horses are laboured, and they've obviously been run hard.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen a fugitive?
Fugitive? What's the crime? Is this someone dangerous we should be looking out for?
Yeah, we're after him. We're after the bounty.
What did he do?
You've seen a man.
Did you say a bounty?
Sorry?
Did you say a bounty?
Yeah, we're after Darren Halfsnake. You've probably heard of him. Could you actually, Fabius, you're in the clasp, aren't you? Could you just make a history roll, please?
History roll. That is a 10.
A 10. You've heard the name, but you're not sure what it is.
What was his name? Darren
Halfsnake.
Halfsnake. That's a badass name. I'm not turning this dude in. I don't say that out loud.
We're after him. He's escaped, and there's a bounty on his head.
What's the bounty, man?
Have you seen him?
We haven't seen anyone.
Right, who said that?
Bazir.
Bazir, make a deception roll, please.
Okay. Hey, natural 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Roll 20. Okay. Are you sure? We saw him coming this way.
Well, I mean, we've only seen normal travellers. I don't think we've seen any criminals. No one who seemed to be on the run anyway.
There's not many on the road at this time of the day. I've only seen one caravan. If you see him, you must let us know.
Yes, of course.
And he gives you a little wooden whistle. If you see him, just blow this really loud.
Okay. I'll take that off and I'll instantly blow it just to see what happens.
Okay. And he gets off the horse and he hands it to one of his underlings, and he just goes to looks at the ground around this area, Are you sure you've not seen anybody? Looks like there's been something happening in this, in these trees over here.
Yeah, I was getting this long stick for our elderly gentleman, help him walk.
I'm just
Okay.
an old man.
Could you make a deception roll with advantage, please?
Me or Jordan?
Jordan.
11 plus 1, 2, 3. 14.
14. All right. Okay.
I am holding the stick.
I had advantage.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So they get up on their. It gets up. Okay. Hey, it must be this way, and they gallop off, sort of tangentially from where this man is hiding.
Does this man see us do this and cover for him?
You don't know.
Okay.
I think we might need to have a chat with this chap anyway. Maybe let these guys get a bit of a distance away.
Okay.
And then, Jordan, could I borrow you? See if we can spot this guy. You're much better at this kind of thing than I am. I saw him run into here. So if he's still there, we'll have a look.
Why are we saving this guy again?
Well, there's a bounty on him, and he does have a cool name.
Okay, so we want the bounty then. Is that what we're saying?
There's potential there. I think it's worth having a chat. I mean, if he's part of the clasp, then we definitely don't want to piss them off.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so after about 5 minutes, that band of bounty hunters goes over the crest of a hill, and they're off. You can't see them now.
All right.
Unless, of course, they turn around and look at you again, or spy on you.
Okay.
Do we notice anyone else in the area?
Make a perception roll, please.
Position 14.
You don't. There is probably about 3 miles away. You can see a caravan going slowly in your direction along this road. About four carts together. Apart from that, you don't see anything else. There are on the road. There are sort of farms dotted around, and there are cows, and there are plains. There's the occasional plains cows seen, which are being used to till the fields, because the harvest has been done now, and so now the fields are being tilled, and the winter crops are being sown. So the farmers are out.
Hey, Bazir.
Yep.
Give me that whistle.
Yep.
Cool. All right, you shit. You got 3 minutes before I blow on this and tell them you're hiding there. Now get out.
Okay, could you make an intimidation roll for me, please?
Can do.
With advantage.
That's a 5.
That's it, with advantage, yeah?
Yeah. I rolled a 6 and a 2.
Okay. 1 minute goes past. 2 minutes goes past. Could you make a perception roll for me, please?
20.
18. 17.
9.
9.
Okay, who rolled 20?
I did.
Okay, so the rest of you are watching this wood, this copse. Was that Dak? You rolled a 20, yeah? The rest of you, as the rest of you are watching this, Dak, you look away and you see this man creeping, sort of crawling down a little sort of gutter area in long grass to try and get away.
Oh, okay. Could I call out to him, and how far away roughly is he?
He's probably about 80 feet from where you are.
Okay, can I cast Entangle and try and get him that way?
What's the range of Entangle?
It is 90 feet.
Yep, you can.
Sweet, I will do that. So, blah, blah, blah. Strength saving throw or be restrained.
Okay, so...
Got to beat a 12.
Okay, so the rest of you are watching this copse, and as you're watching this, Dak turns away and he shouts a word out in a language you don't understand. It sounds like the rustling of leaves, and at about 80 feet away from you, you see erupting from the ground these vines which twist around this struggling man as is entangled by these vine ivy-like appendages which sort of snake out to the ground, and he
Sweet.
is entangled.
Chris,
Let me go! Let me go!
Chris, just to check, what's your wisdom score?
My wisdom is where's it gone? +2, 14.
Okay. No, I was just interested.
Okay, sure, fair enough. I thought there was going to be a consequence to that. That's
We're
fine.
expecting a higher DC for the spell, I think, probably.
Yeah.
So you've gone up a level, so I just wonder where you put if you increased your wisdom.
No, I took a feat.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Okay, so he is restrained. So
He is restrained. So you are 80 feet away. What are people doing?
Pointing at him and go, I see you! I see you!
The Wobble starts jumping around and pointing at him and goes, I see you, I see you!
I'm casting a message
see
at
you,
him.
I see you! I hear you, I see you!
While Womble's doing all this, I'm just going to start walking over to him.
Okay. So you're walking over, so you are 50 feet away. Jordan, what are you doing?
I'll follow. I'll walk over with them.
And Bazir, what are you doing?
Yep. I'm gonna go over there as well. See if we can have a conversation with the chap.
Okay, so he's so as you're walking over, you can see him break these sort of growing tendrils from around him, and he frees himself and he darts off.
I'm going to call out in Thieves' Cant after him. Wait, friend, it's in your interests to speak with us.
Okay, could you make a persuasion roll, please, at advantage?
Oh, dear.
Come on.
Yay.
oh my god.
Perfectly,
Nice.
perfectly fitting for my charisma score. That is a 2.
Oh,
2.
God, even I don't believe
Okay,
it.
so
I don't speak the language.
So Fabius sort of shouts out, and you're not quite sure what he's saying, but it's something about bathroom sinks and stairs. So you're not quite sure what he's talking about, but you can see this person just keeps running.
I'll yell out, last chance or we blow the whistle.
Okay. Who was that?
Jordan.
Jordan. That's intimidation. Intimidation roll from you, please.
17.
17. Okay. He looks back and he sees you all standing there. You with your crossbow out, aimed at him.
Yep.
Bazir on his horse, bearing down. Womble jumping around, sort of like a madman. Fabius speaking to him about weird things like kitchen sinks and things. And he's just escaped from these sort of encircling, entangling vines. And he realizes that he's not going to get away, so he stops. And he just sinks to the ground. Puts his head in his hands, and he starts to sob. Please don't hurt me.
Oh, there's no need to cry. The old man's not that bad. He's just a bit crazy.
Okay, so he's just waiting there.
Yeah, see Fabius.
Fabius, I think this is your party.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Yeah, I mean, he's been listening to me. All right. All right. Why are you running? Who are those people? And why should we help you?
Are you going to hurt me?
Depends if you give me the answers I want.
Yeah, okay. Make an intimidation roll, please.
Come on.
14!
Okay. Oh, please don't hurt me. There'll be nobody there to look after the kids if you kill me.
I'll say to him, if we were going to hurt you, we wouldn't have lied about where you were to the guards and let them go.
Okay. What do you want? Just let me go.
Give us a reason not to call the guards back.
Oh, guards are bounty hunters.
Oh, I'm sorry, bounty hunters. Oh, so you're worth money then?
I'm not worth anything. They think I'm somebody else, but I'm not.
Oh, they think you're Darren. Oh, this kind of stuff happens. Well, we're sorry. Go on your way then.
Really?
No.
Thank you. He stands up to leave. He stands up and starts walking away. He starts walking, looking back, and then starts trotting.
You got 3 seconds to get back here before you get a crossbow in the back of the knee. And I'm not talking about a bolt.
Ooh.
Okay, so he stops again. I thought you said I could go.
Yeah, it's called sarcasm. Look, I'm not very good at this whole talking thing, so... Tell you what, you seem like a... nice man?
Hey, man.
And, you know, being the charitable man I am, I mean, I just can't help but feeling bad for weak, pathetic little animals. So, why don't you give me a reason to help you, and I'll see what happens.
Because if you don't, they will come back. Please, don't let me go. I've done nothing wrong.
I
What
don't
is it
know.
that they are claiming you have done?
Pardon?
What is it that they are claiming that you have done?
I don't know. They just kept shouting that I was a bandit, a notorious bandit. I'm not. All I did was I just stole some bread and cheese because my children are hungry. We've got no food.
We insight check him.
Who did that?
Dak.
Is that Dak? Make an insight check, please.
17 plus. What would that be? Insight plus 2, 19.
Okay, so as he's saying, he's shaking, the tears streaming down his face. The mud on his face is running now, and he's clean tracks down his face, and you can see that he's very sincere in what he's saying. Or he's a very good liar.
Well, I believe him. To be fair, Fabius, he's no worse than you are.
Cool. Still, that doesn't benefit me. So, what you got?
What do you mean, what have I got?
Cool. Well, I mean, I'm a very interesting man and I enjoy the finer things in life. So, I'll give you a choice. Gold or a favor, and I'll be calling on one of them. You've got 5 seconds. Choose.
Okay, and he responds to Fabius, and he talks about the birds flying in the sky, and how the ships are on the sea. But Fabius, what you hear him saying is he's a low member of the clasp, and he's only into minor thievery.
All right, look, you little shit. I'm not supposed to. Don't really know I'm with the clasp. I mean, I keep it on the down low. So I'll tell you what. You go back and tell.
Are you speaking in common?
I'm speaking in Thieves' Cant back to him.
Okay, so Fabius is talking back and is saying about how the mines are full of gold, and you guys are just looking at each other completely bemused.
He's lost it.
Mental than I am.
I heard the word gold. I'm happy.
So
Riches are coming my way.
I'll tell you what, Darren. I feel bad.
Oh, I'm not Darren. I'm not Darren. My name's Badger.
Your name's Badger.
Badger.
I'll tell you what, I like that name even more. All right, Badger.
Badger Tosh.
Here's 10
Hey,
gold.
if you don't have good names, it doesn't work, all right? Badger Tosh.
All right, Badger. Here's 10 gold. You go find yourself back in Emon. And next time I see you, you owe me a favor. Fair?
Oh, sir. And he goes back into... Are you saying this in the Thieves' Cant, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And he replies in common. Oh, sir. Yeah. But who do I owe a favor to?
Oh, just call me Mr. Steele.
Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele.
Yeah, Steele.
Steel.
So,
Steele. As in, okay, it's double. Mr. Steele. Mr. Steele. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. My family will be able to eat for months with this. Thank you very much, sir. The gods bless you, sir. The Wild Mother bless you, and everybody else bless you.
get out of here before I change my mind.
And he starts recounting all the different gods, and goes, may the platinum dragon always shine on you, and may the multi-headed nasty dragon never come in and bother you. Oh, sir, thank you very much, sir. And he just bows away, and he runs. It bows off, and he just pulls away. And when he thinks he's a safe distance, he just turns and scarpers,
Well, he seemed nice.
Oh, poor,
and he runs away.
poor bastard. If he didn't have anything, if he actually had money, I wouldn't have turned him in.
I could have made him smell really nice, and then they could find him easily, make it more fun.
Although Fabius, what the hell kind of conversation was that you were having? You said nothing coherent at all.
Oh, that. Oh, it's called Ig Latin. It's a made-up language. Turns out that he comes from Stilben.
Right. You might have to explain that to me one day, at some point in the future. But okay, fine, whatever.
Good stuff. Well, that was costly and
Could you
not
make
profitable.
a deception roll for me, Fabius, please, but with
Yes.
advantage?
Yes, I can. Oh, thank God I had advantage there. That's a 9.
Well, the rest of you realise that so Fabius is being slightly economical with the truth here.
Oh,
I love that.
Dying!
I love that expression.
Oh, as though you expect anything else at this point.
I know.
yeah.
Oh. Anyway, look, I know that was a bit odd, guys. Let's just say it will benefit us in the long term, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, whatever. He seemed nice enough and he seemed truthful. I've got no problem with letting him go.
Anyway, that guard was a dick.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so time goes on. It's about you go back on the road.
Where's
Yeah.
the time?
Okay, so it goes to lunchtime.
Yep.
And then early afternoon, and you do see other caravans. These guards come riding back. You see them again, and they're going backwards towards the town. You there? Have you seen him since? Have you seen this? Have you seen this, Darren?
We've not seen any downs.
No? Well, can I have my whistle back then?
Yeah.
Oh.
just get-
Yeah, here you go. Throw it to him.
Okay, and he snatches it out of the air in a very deft way. The horses look tired, and they're not charging around anymore. They're sort of gradually just cantering back towards the town. Okay. The day goes on. It gets later and later. It is early evening. Are you going to keep riding through the night, or are you going to camp up?
I think we should probably camp up.
I'd
Yeah,
say so,
find a good spot.
Okay, there's plenty of places you can find. You can either in the open plains or in a wooded area.
Open plains, we can see people coming, but likewise they can see us.
Yep.
Forest areas, we can't be seen, but we can't see sneaking up.
So there's lots of little copses on the side of the road. So think about Kent and now that there's these fields, but there's also wooded areas, so you can sort of take your pick, really.
Well, I think what's out in the open has worked well for us before, so
Yeah, I've got too many flashbacks with goblins hiding in trees. I don't like it.
yeah.
Vietnam.
You weren't there, man.
Charlie's going to get you. Okay, so it is you camp up. Obviously, Roach has been ridden on for the entire day.
Yep.
Before the light completely fades, I'll do a
Okay.
quick scare.
There we go. I
around.
gave you the opportunity to train him, but you chose not to. So there we go. So at the end of the day, you set up a camp, and you have your ration trails, your travel rations of goat and various other things.
Yep.
And who's cooking, or are you just sort of eating cold?
Yeah, I'll have a go at cooking.
Okay. So you have a bonfire. You have a fire.
I'll do me create bonfire deal, yeah.
Okay, so there's a bonfire. There's a nice roaring bonfire, and you're cooking some of the sausages, and Bazir is rubbing down and taking care of Roach, and feeding him with these just on the hay on the side of the road. There's water close by, so there's no problem with that. So the night you eat. Are you going to talk about around the camp, or is there anything you want to discuss with each other?
So,
Like your new travel companion.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't know any of your names or who any of you are.
Well, we don't know much about you either, you strange little man.
Well, you know my name. I know you as the
He's
devil.
horrible.
See, we're the group of the old men killers, so you're safe with us.
RAP slaughterers, yeah.
Great! I'll subtly do a minor illusion to make myself look really young.
Okay, so in front of you, as you're saying this old man suddenly looks like a mannequin of a youngest version of himself, but completely static and not moving.
Yeah, and then I shift left a little bit, so there's two of me now.
And then he's just sitting there. There's this mannequin, waxen faced, and next to him there's an old man with a long beard.
That's creepy.
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Come in handy.
Do you have any fleece to do that?
I have the arcane focus.
Oh, you have the arcane focus. So just before this happened, you hear a ringing of bells and some waving of handkerchiefs.
Yeah.
You said something about a magic show.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, you definitely did.
You definitely did.
Did not say such a thing ever. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So what kind of magic show would you put on?
I don't do magic.
Oh, I've seen you do magic.
When?
Just then.
That's not magic.
What's that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'll just make it poof.
That there, the one that just puffed.
I'm just an old man.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, well, I'm just an old man. You're an old man.
Oh, let's not get started now.
Yeah,
Mr.
no,
Mr. Edge?
Mr.
Yeah.
Edge.
Mr.
Yeah,
Edge? Huh?
I've been called worse.
Okay.
Yeah. Fabius Glowthorn. You know, we haven't actually said hi properly.
No, that's the point I'm trying to make. I don't know who you guys are.
I'm sorry. I mean, we kind of found you in a cage and we had to get a whole bunch of slaves and you out. You know, events kind of overtook things, but yeah, now you mention it, we should have just, you know, had a full sit down, had tea, really.
No, I totally agree. I'm not a fan of tea, especially cucumber sandwiches. Oh. Nothing worse. And food that tastes good? Nah, not for me.
I mean, I hate to break this to you, but if you don't like cucumber sandwiches, I'm afraid you're going to have to leave.
I'll cast invisibility. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to waste a spell slot on that. Why?
Oh, I'm joking, of course. No.
I really can't tell. Like, ever.
Oh, yeah, I've got one of those voices. I try to talk to people, they just say, am I angry? I'm not angry, I'm just, you know, talking normal.
Yeah, he's pretty much always joking until the time when he's not, and then you don't want to be making a mistake at that point.
Yeah, you normally end up with a hole in you.
Can you like I don't know, do like a hand sign for what emotion you're trying to convey or something?
You know, I never thought of doing that, but then how do you condense an emotion into a finger sign?
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
I mean, if I got caught by the town guard with, you know, contraband on me, definitely a thumbs down moment.
Oh yeah, just like vigorous, like thumbs down. Yeah.
But then I look at my new cane, thumbs up.
See, this is working already.
Yeah.
If you don't like someone, you put one of your fingers up. It's just one though, and you have to face it at them.
So Fabius gets his cane out, and he takes the dagger out, and he brandishes it around, and he goes to sharpen it on a stone on the side of the road. And when he goes to do it, he actually cuts the stone in two.
Whoa!
That's a really weak stone.
And there's not a nick on the piece on the dagger.
I wasn't expecting that. I am strong.
Yeah, all that stone was really weak.
All that knife was very sharp.
Damn, okay, I knew she was good, but I didn't know she was this good. Then what the hell is the cane made of if it can hold this? Oh, this requires lots of experimentation, but I don't want to do it because I might break something. Oh, how's everyone else holding up? I know that whole event in the warehouse was interesting.
Yeah, we haven't really had the chance to sit and chat about that.
Well, I think we did pretty well until we got caught.
Yes, executed with extreme precision is not how I'd describe that.
Hey, it's the ends which matter, and everyone got out this time, which...
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
That's
Well,
strangely profound.
Well said, Jordan. You don't say much. You usually just stand in the back and attract all the ladies.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying, Shelley's got a thing for you. I mean, you know, you do a bit of stuff there, you can get us a group discount, right?
Yeah. You get favours, I get favours. Everyone's happy.
It's the favours I get I'm more interested in. Thumbs up.
Just really awkward thumbs up.
Yeah.
Is your name Jordan?
Jordan Bluewater.
Jordan Blue. I'm not going to remember that. I'll call you Jay-Z. That's easier. Jay-Z. I see that you have a really nice shaft that you've been carrying with you for like the last few hours now.
Yeah, I wasn't give it to you,
why?
but you know this random guy, you know, sort of distracted us all. But here you go, and I'll hand you the staff.
Oh.
So Jordan hands over to Womble a roughly cut oak staff, well proportioned, probably just the right size really for Womble to use.
Fits perfectly, does it? Like a hand in a glove.
That's girthy.
Excellent. Can I admire its craftsmanship?
Okay, well, it's probably just cut it away, but if I'm one the right size and all the sort of the sharp bits have been cut off.
But to me, it's like it's just the most immaculate thing ever.
Okay.
Jay-Z, I am in your debt. This is exactly the exact stick I had in my imagination.
No problem.
This is amazing. Thank you. Does anyone have like some twine or anything?
Have a little bit of rope.
Something a bit thinner?
Oh, hold on, I got an idea. Do you mind me destroying your rope?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will take out a section of my my rope. I'm going to cut a bit of it, and then with my other knife, not my cane knife, but my other one, I'll start cutting it into thin strands of twine.
Okay. Easy enough to do. So you get thin sort of strands of sort of hemp, which you manage to take as much as or little as you want.
How much you need?
About the amount that you have.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Perfect.
That's a strange coincidence. Thank you. I'll real quickly just try and tie the cloth and the bells to the end of the stick.
Okay.
And I will turn around to Vizier. I don't know his name. Metal Man.
Yes.
Can you,
Dragon.
yeah. Can you stand up for a second, please?
Sure.
Okay. Don't be offended. I'm going to start lightly bashing him with the stick and dancing around him.
Is this some kind of spell?
No, he's just lost his marbles.
So Womble gets his stick out, and this madman, slightly rheumy eyes, wide, with a white doily handkerchief and some bells on the end of it, sort of jumps around you and starts hitting you on the head. Are you going to hit him hard with this?
No, I'm not hitting him on the head. I'm hitting him in the armor.
In the armor. Hit him on the armor. Okay. Are you actually trying to damage him? Or are you just touching him?
I'm just touching him, just to make a reverberating sound.
Okay. So you dance around. What armor have you got on, Vizier?
Currently, it'd be just chainmail, I believe.
Chainmail. So as you hit it, the jangle of the bells sort of mixes with the chinking of the armour as you jump around. It makes sort of a metallic music as you jump around him. Vizier follows you with his head, and dragons can sort of turn their head almost around 360 degrees, so it's slightly disconcerting because he follows you literally all the way around. And you get back to the starting point again.
Awesome!
And you stop, and Vizier just looks at you. And what does Vizier say?
Thank you for that. Was that some sort of immaculate spell? Am I?
No, it means I'm now initiated into your group forever. Yeah, and we are partners.
Remember, it's a very short amount of time in this group.
When you say partners,
yeah,
what does partners mean to you?
Oh, you're wedded now.
Oh, you've seen the ritual then, Red Devil.
Once or twice.
You know the nature ritual, from the ancient ages.
Yep, I know the one.
Ah, yeah. You see, he's a strapping blue lizard. You're blue, right, Vizier? No, you're white, aren't you?
I'm silvery with
Silver.
very, very light blues.
Mm. He's a dashing.
Vizier, do you think you would actually believe any of this, Tosh, or not?
No, not really. I think I could have believed it if he'd actually said something that could have been possible, but what he said here just doesn't seem plausible in any way.
Okay. So could you make a deception roll? Womble, could you make a deception roll, please, with advantage because you've had help from Jordan?
Okay. Deception.
And you need to beat Vizier's wisdom score.
That's 17 plus. That's 23.
Now, actually, you may not think, Vizier, you think maybe not, but actually, back in your mind thinking, is he telling the truth? Are we actually wed?
Oh.
You're not. You're a bit unsure now because he's so weird. You think, why else would he have done that?
Well, I didn't consent to this.
Doesn't matter.
There isn't a consummation, is there?
No, God, no.
Fun experience.
Get your mind out the gutter. Jesus.
I'd like an annulment, please.
That's why he needed that big stick.
The word annulment doesn't exist, so we can't, unfortunately.
Divorce.
Nope.
Breaking of the partnership.
Nope.
Are we like a fellowship now? We're the Fellowship of the Ring, by any chance?
Yes, bells. Yes, we are. Pretty much. Yeah, you're my
the Caden Rogerer.
Yeah, my Samwise. If you ever catch the reference, you'll find out one day, maybe.
Oh, I've heard of this kind of magic. This means that when Womble dies, you die as well, Vizier.
What?
Tell him.
Well, I was about to kill him, but
Yeah, don't do that.
It's mainly around your heart. If your heart gets penetrated, I'll die. My heart gets penetrated, or if I die, you'll die as well. So
Love that movie.
Yeah.
So Jack, you proffer the dinner. The dinner is now ready.
Yeah, goat's done.
Goat's done.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone, for having me as part of the group.
It is now late. The moon. There's a half moon. It is low in the sky. It is a cold night. It is late in the year, and there's a frost in the air. You have no tent, so you're sleeping in the open air. And it is now time to sleep. So, are you going to have any watches at all, or are you all just going to bed down for the night?
Yeah, we should do a watch.
I'll take first watch.
Whoever takes the first or second watch, I'll cast Dark Vision on 2 people.
Well, I was going to do second, so if you want to do it on Fabius so you can see better, then...
Yeah, so it lasts for 8 hours. If I do one on Fabius, and I'll do
But
one
Dak,
on...
don't you have night vision?
That's what I'm saying, so I don't need it, so I can take...
Better you actually go position 3, so that way position 1 and 2. Get
Yeah,
dark
so,
Sure, yeah.
Who wants to volunteer for a second watch? I'm an old man, I can't stay up late.
Okay.
Past my bedtime.
So who's casting Dark Vision?
Ben, Womble.
Womble. Okay. Cool. So you'll need to use your magic stick for this.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Who wants it? Who wants Dark Vision?
I do. That'll be very useful for me, actually. I keep complaining that Can't see
I'll
in the
knight
dark.
ye. You've now been knighted. You got dark vision for 60 feet for the next 8 hours.
Thumbs up.
Hey! Who wants to go next?
I don't mind going next.
Okay, my partner, come here.
Bend
And,
over.
I'll slowly walk up to you.
I
And,
may slowly back away.
okay, I'll start reaching out the stick.
Okay.
And I'll gently caress each one of your shoulders like this. You now have dark vision.
Oh,
Knighted.
So,
Now you can
Fabius
see all the
and
detail.
Bazir can suddenly see as if it was daylight, both taken aback. The fire is exceedingly bright in your vision. You can see the owls in the distant trees. You can see as if it was sort of black and white, but it's actually quite bright. You're both taken aback, and you realise this is what Dak's vision is like all the time. It is now. It is time to bed down. You have a bonfire going. Are you just having this a magical bonfire, or have you put proper wood into it as well?
I think I would have cooked with it being purely magical, but then we would have shoved some wood in it for overnight, I think.
Okay. So are you sleeping by the fire, or away from the fire, or how are you doing?
I will sleep by the fire.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So
same
you're in the light of the fire. Okay. So first watch.
That's me.
First watch. The rest of you bed down for the night, which means you take off your armour. And you can sleep on your armour if you wish, but that means you will not be rested. Okay.
No, I'll take the armour off.
Okay. So you bed down for the night. Quickly, it's been a long day. Quickly, you go to sleep, and Fabius is left just with Roach for company, who is munching on grass and snorting occasionally in the background. Fabius, could you make a? We're doing passive perception all night, aren't we? So, what's your passive perception?
15.
Okay, and you don't have disadvantage because you have dark vision. Okay, so 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
I'm going to feed Roach a bit of bread.
Bread. Roach is quite happy with that. Tastes quite nice. 11 o'clock. Okay. And it comes to the end of your watch, and you see nothing.
Ah, fantastic. Right, it was Jordan next, wasn't it?
It was me up next.
As Baz next.
Cool. I'll wake Jordan up, and then realise it wasn't Jordan, it was Bazir.
Jordan is disturbed. Jordan, you feel somebody wake you up.
Hey, it's your turn. Oh, wait, no, sorry, it was Bazir. Go back to sleep. Thumbs down.
Okay. Just been woken mid-sleep. How do you feel about that?
Groggy, but
Just go straight back to sleep again, yeah?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So Bazir wakes up.
Yep.
Fabius, what are you doing? You go straight to bed?
I'm going to the bed in the spot Bazir was, because it's probably warmest.
Okay. Okay, so actually it's really quite cold there.
Ooh, okay, I move closer to the fire.
Okay, and it warms up. You realise that Bazir is dragonborn based on a silver dragon who is attuned to the cold climate. So he's probably radiating a little bit of a chill. Okay, so you're going to go straight to sleep, yeah? Okay, so Fabius quickly goes to sleep. Bazir, you're there on your own. Your armour is not on.
Yes, I will. I'll do a little circle around the camp. I think I'll stay out of the light.
Okay.
Fire.
What's your perception, please? Passive perception.
12.
Well, good. Okay, and you got dark vision, yeah?
Yep.
So, quickly Fabius starts snoring and mumbling in his sleep. Again, you're just left with just you and Roach, and Roach snickers and comes up to you and nudges you as you're walking around.
Yeah, he can come on a little little circle around the camp with me.
Okay, so his feet are clopping on the ground. You walk around the camp. Look in the distance, you can see sort of the lights from distant hamlets and also campfires along the way. But there's nothing close by that you can see. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Time passes and you do not see anything. Comes the end of your watch.
Okay, it's Jordan next, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. I'll give Jordan a little nudge.
Jordan's giving a little nudge. Wakes up.
Not again.
You're up, mate,
Oh.
and I will go to bed.
Okay, so you doff your armour, and Jordan, you're there on your own.
Yep.
Again, Roach is he's on a sort of long tether. He comes up to you as you're the only one awake now, and nuzzles you a little bit,
Yep.
asking for treats.
Oh.
You
Do you have
ignore
anything I
him.
can give to him?
But the grass, you can make a sneaky little, some of his oats from his sort of saddlebag and give it to him, or
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take a handful of oats out and give him a stroke on the nose whilst I hand him that.
okay, he's very happy with that, and he starts chewing on that, stamping his feet. Okay, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception 11.
11. Do you have dark vision?
No.
So that's 6.
Yes.
Okay, what's your favourite terrain? Is plain.
Forest. Forest.
Just forest. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the others are asleep. 5 o'clock in the morning. It's really starting to get quite cold. There's a frost now on the ground. The moon is just going down, and you can the blades of grass are all silvered from the frost, the hoarfrost, which is actually starting to materialise. 6 o'clock in the morning.
At least one advantage of the frost, I'll hear people crunching it.
Yeah. 7 o'clock in the morning. And the dawn sky starts to lighten. 8 o'clock, and that's your shift over.
Yay.
And nothing has disturbed you this evening that you know about. And it is the next day, and the day is yours. And I will stop there for the evening.
Hey.
Sorry, we have
You
gone
made it
off.
another night.
We've gone off Living Taldori.
Hey!
Let me see how many lines you did today. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did 15 lines.
Yes, but we
How
had
many?
so much character building.
Shopping again.
Wonderful, loved it.
Cool. So it's this next day, which is dawning. It is clear. It is cold, and the fire is just smouldering as you all come round. You do have Dak. You do have Druidcraft, which you can use as a weather forecaster. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's where we're going to stop this evening.
Yep.
Cool.
Lots of faffing.
Loads of faffing.
Awesome.
Character building.
Faffing. It's just that's much more fun than rolling dice and hitting things, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
I certainly enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that was proper good laughs, guys.
Yeah.
I
I see you.
Say again, sorry?
I just love it. I see you.
I see you!
He's a Morris dancer now.
Yes, he's a crazy Morris dancer.
And the rest of you try to take it so seriously, and then you have a Morris dancer. That needs to be in your character class.
Oh, that'd be amazing, right?
Cast confusion and all your enemies just dancing around in them and just waving bells.
Batting sticks against each other, doing really complicated dances.
Until next time.
Absolutely.
Cheers,
Same
Mike.
time, same back channel.
Yes, guys.
Is it
Thank you very
Tuesday
much.
yet?
Is it Tuesday yet?